put it on quick access because that shit looks good. Anyway, I am now officially outie. Y'all fuck with the pillows at all? I don't even know if they're still like a band, but I'll have to look into that. Big fan of the pillows. Looks like somebody got that wood out of the road. Good stuff. Holy shit. Look at him go. Look at the squid in their natural habitat. God damn it. I want a 650 so bad. There's this beast in me, this little gremlin that wants to go fast. And, you know, this is fine. But sometimes I want to go faster. Like that humble cephalopod up there. At least I'm faster than this person. So the Pillows, really cool Japanese alt-rock band. I don't know if they're still together, but I know they were like really popular in the early 2000s. And like most of their Western fans, I ran across them because of Fooly Cooly. And like, God, Fooly Cooly was such a formative fucking anime for me. Like, you have no idea. It's the reason why I'm into scooters. More specifically, the character Haruko, she is why I'm into scooters. She made the Vespa look so cool. Like, admittedly, I kind of had a thing for, like, scooters beforehand. But Haruko just made it look awesome. And, of course, in canon, her Vespa is really, like, this super advanced spaceship that can, like, take garbage and make it into parts. But, you know, it is what it is. And she's, like, this pink-haired homewrecker from beyond the stars. And you know what? She's chaotic. And a part of little me wanted to be just like her. In fact, a lot of little me wanted to be just like her. I thought she was the coolest fucking thing since sliced bread, let me tell ya. And you know, I was right. Haruko Haruhara is a cool fucking person. But yeah. This is Honda moving over. No, but I sure am right behind them. But yeah, so like, Fooly Cooly is an interesting show. It's like a coming of age story on crack. And Haruko is like, she is a foil to, oh fuck, I can only remember what she and the other girl call him. She is a foil to Takun's, like, efforts to be a serious grown man. And she's constantly taking the piss. But yeah, no, she not only got me into, like, scooters and, like, mod culture in general, but she got me into, like, guitar. Because she uses a Rickenbacker bass as a melee weapon. And I thought that was cool as fuck. But also, Rickenbacker basses, whew, expensive. Rickenbacker guitars, even more so. They're ugly as sin, but the Beatles played them, so everybody wants them. I know that it's kind of low-key cringe to claim that there's a character that you looked up to or whatever, but you know what? We killed the part of us that cringes, not that which is cringe. And everybody's got a character like that. I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's an anime character, like comic book. I don't care if it's fucking side character from an Adam Sandler movie. Jeff Bridges in The Big Lebowski, like the dude, man, a lot of people look up to that guy. But when it's an anime girl, suddenly it's weird. I don't know. But like, Haruko's not the only anime girl that I found to be incredibly like formative and like influential into who I am as an adult. Like Faye Valentine, not the best role model, but she was certainly one of them. Revy Two Hands, Rebecca Lee from Black Lagoon. That's another one I looked up to when I was younger. Like, I just like these cool female characters that I could look up to and see myself in or reflected in. Like even Bulma from fucking Dragon Ball Z. Like sure, she's Vegeta's wife, but in Dragon Ball, like she was a badass. She carried a gun. She shot Goku in the fucking head. Of course it didn't kill him because he's a Saiyan, but like Bulma, never get it twisted. Bulma's a badass. Like there's so many cool female characters in anime for little girls to look up to, and like there are plenty of really cool, strong female role models in anime. I mean, some of them might not be the best people, but they handle their shit and they do it effectively. That's pretty neat. That's always kind of been a thing in anime. Like, at least as far back as I can remember. It's like people who think they're Patrick Bateman. Like, giga cringe motherfuckers like that. Like, as a man, you're not expected to have, like, the best taste in role models. Like, you're not expected to, like, you know, really care. That's why so many dickheads idolize the Punisher, even though he would hate them. Like, people like the Joker, and they like Deadpool, and they like all these devil may care characters. And, you know, devil may care is cool, but, you know, devil may care doesn't fix shit. Devil may care doesn't have their shit together. Like, the only reason that Frank Castle even does what he does is because he's so deeply and irreparably traumatized that no therapist could fish him out of it. And the only way he can fucking feel alive anymore is by taking it out on people he truly feels deserves it. Like, what part of that sounds good to you? You know, Haruko's got her flaws. Like, the whole reason she's even hanging out with, like, Takun and his family is because she's trying to get closer to Medical Mechanica so she can utilize their technology to get in contact with her space pirate bae. And, you know, pirates are cool, but, you know, manipulation, not so much. Let's see. Zombie Hunter. Little cringy, but, you know, we'll let it go. Like, art can have lasting effects on people. And often does, especially narrative pieces like TV shows or movies or animated internet series, Adult Swim short. You know, I could go on with different forms of narrative, but like a good book, movie, show, whatever, can have years-long effects on your life. And you form relationships around this media. You interact with people based on principles that you pick up from some of it. Whether people want to admit it or not, kids that grew up liking Batman have their character from Batman that, like, really fucking resonated with them, and they grew up trying to emulate that person, if even just for their aesthetic. Like, there's so many mediocre white guys that think they're the fucking Joker. It's hard to quantify the effects that a given piece will have on somebody because it's effectively unquantifiable. For instance, like, I can watch The Big Lebowski and think that's a fine film. That is a damn fine movie. And somebody else can watch it and form a whole goddamn religion around it. I'm not kidding. Dudism is a thing. Look it up. Like, the customer is always right in matters of taste. So, you guess you sell them what they like. And, you know, if they like it well enough, they'll make it their whole personality. I brought up Cowboy Bebop earlier, and a lot of people cite that as the greatest anime ever made. There have been endless attempts to emulate that anime, and no one's ever come close. It's its own thing. So, like, media is a very subjective thing, right? And there's some people who just do not fuck with Cowboy Bebop, even though it is widely cited as one of the greatest anime ever produced, ever. Now, that's cool. Like, media interpretation is purely subjective, and the fact that so many people came to this agreement doesn't make it correct. Like, I love Cowboy Bebop, but somebody else might watch that show and just think, oh, this is a bunch of shit, and they would be just as right as me for liking it. You feel me? Who you like as a character in these shows can be very indicative of your personal, like, moral axioms and shit, but that's not inherently true. You know? Like, I think Homelander is a reasonably funny character in The Boys. I also think he's a fascist asshole, and I want nothing to do with him or being anything like him. You feel me? Like, he's a fucking bad dude. My particular affinity for this character is that he is a very good villain. He's easy to hate. He's very easy to hate. And, you know, the writers, they succeeded in making him easy to hate. And the fact that so many people relate to this man, to be like, that's literally me, it's fucking horrifying. That's what I'm saying here, is like, you can like a character and not be like 100% axiomatically aligned with them. It's perfectly fine. If you like a character and they influence who you are as a person, also fine. Asterisk. If you like Homelander because he influenced who you are as a person, I need you to do some serious, deep fucking self-reflection right the fuck now. Like, art, especially media, can have like massive effects on who we are as people and the types of people that we associate with, even down to our very like core moral beliefs. What media you cite as influential in that regard doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. It's really all about how you cite it. And I think that's all I wanted to say. It took me, I don't know, like 7 minutes to say it, maybe longer. It took me a great number of minutes to say that simple point. And, you know, before I start rambling again, I think I'm going to call it here. Y'all have a good one.